Thinking about going to watch the movie Silent Night? You might want to hear my no spoiler review of it before you go. So, from the previews from this movie, it's pretty straightforward that this movie is about a father who loses through gang violence a family member, and he's looking to seek revenge on him. And the movie Silent Night comes from the movie, the fact that uh, due to him, the day of the incident, losing his ability to talk, he is now mute, and he's gonna seek his revenge. And it's going to be more, I guess, daunting or scary. The fact that it's this guy who can't talk that's doing it. I guess that's what they're going for on this. That he lost his voice. Maybe he lost more than that, and like this is his way of finding his way back to it. I don't know. Due to him not being able to talk, it being a Christmas movie, they went with Silent Night. Now, this isn't necessarily a new genre of somebody wanting revenge because something they loved was taken from them. I mean, the same movie house created the movie John Wick, which we all know about him losing that puppy, and that's what sends him over the edge. That, and I guess the car that he really loved. But there's other movies like Peppermint that starred Jennifer Gardner. Another movie that I really like with Gerard Butler, Law Abiding Citizen. I think that's a great revenge movie. If you haven't seen it, see what if it's streaming on something, go check that out. But this kind of felt more like kind of along the lines of like maybe like a Punisher, something like that. Or the movie with Kevin Bacon, Death Sentence, and it, he goes through this whole like training montage of because he was just a guy. He was just a guy who had a nice house, a nice neighborhood, and this terrible incident comes by and it ruins his world. Now, without saying too much about the movie, I'll tell you that at one point I did fall asleep from it. Kind of felt at the end maybe like more of the later John Wicks where it's just like, oh, come on, how many dudes are you gonna have to kill before you get to the last room, right? It kind of becomes a little exhaustive. You lose the novelty of it, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of bored me after a certain point. I also think this is just that playing on the movie name of Silent Night, you probably should have had an electric car, right? No, you got this big old throaty V8, but like Silent Night, you should be a silent assassin. Maybe they should have went for the silent killer, called him Hypertension. I don't know. That's just a stupid thought that I had. But I thought maybe he should have been more stealthy and had himself an electric car, Tesla, to just creep up on these guys. At the end, kind of like in the John Wick movies where he gets to like the final room and it's this weird mirrors and lighting effects that makes it a more visually appealing, like final showdown. It kind of felt like a weird Cholo prom night type of vibe. You're watching them when you go to see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I just didn't think the movie brought enough on the novelty side of it. I didn't think it was too creative on that. It just kind of forced this premise, and like why was the fact of him losing his voice that important? I didn't really get that. I think if you want to watch something along the lines, I mean, John Wick, the first one, great movie. I definitely recommend you go check that out or go rewatch it. I always rewatch it. I think it's a fun movie to watch. And then again, Law Abiding Citizen, Gerard Butler, Jamie Foxx in this one, amazing film. I think each one of those brought something different to the table that this one just kind of lacked. So, should you rush out to go see Silent Night? I don't think so. I gave it like a 3.5 out of 10. I just don't think it brought that much, and it just kind of wasn't really creative. I would have liked to see more from it. So, if you can, drop us a like and subscribe. There's a movie you would like me to see, drop it in the comments, and if I have time, maybe I'll go check it out. Until then, guys, take it easy.